takes a village. Well, it takes a village for us as well as those who are on this health journey.
Oh, Miss C, how
Hi.
are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Thank you so much for joining me today on
certainly
Health and
welcome.
Wellness with Oluwatobi.
Yes.
Hello, everyone. This is Miss C.
Hi.
She's
Hi.
a licensed school counselor
Yes.
and a licensed mediator.
Yes.
And Miss C, I just first of all want to thank you for joining today and just kind of sharing your perspective on your journey on weight loss and your perspective, and also encouraging people who may be having challenges beginning this journey and sustaining this journey. Can you just tell us a little bit about your journey and how it started?
It started out first with me, of course, gaining weight that I didn't want to have on my body. That's one. And then two, really was the main factor was the blood work that came back. The blood work did not come back too good in some areas. And it was really like questionable to me of what's the next step. I know you had said that I was on the verge, almost off the mountain of being close pre-diabetic, and my insulin levels were not even showing in one area on the test, were not even on the chart. So it kind of made me like, okay, what am I going to do next? So I was so glad to have found Dr. Toby, who has really helped me through this journey. It's been a difficult one. It has not been easy. So, and it has not just been medicine. It has been a way of life that I had to change.
Absolutely. And that's what I always tell my patients when they start the program, that the medication is good, but it's really about lifestyle modification. How do we create a plan for lifestyle modification and sustain that plan? Because one day I do want you to come off the medication, right? Because the medication is a kickstart for your journey. It supports you to start your journey, but at some point we have to wean you off the medication. And how do you sustain that lifestyle after weight loss? So that's very important. And thank you for sharing that journey. And so far, you've been on that journey. I'm sure there's been some challenges, some barriers. What would you say was the biggest challenge for you?
Okay, so before I get to that, because it leads up to the challenge. When I started in November, I started off first. You started me off first knowing how to set my plate, how to put my plate, more vegetables, less starch or what have you, more protein. So I started that first. But when I got into really getting into trying to watch my weight, watch what I eat, and taking the medicine, it really got really hard at some times, especially when I was either traveling or going out with people, just going out with friends or family. It's the noise that you hear of saying you want to eat snacks, you want to eat junk food or drink sodas or this or that. That will sometimes get you caught up, as they say. But really what helped me, and I hope that I can help other people with Dr. Toby, we're trying to start a support group, because you need that help. You know how we say in school, it takes a village. Well, it takes a village for us as well as those who are on this health journey. I leaned on Dr. Toby a lot because she was the one that I had in my life at the time to be able to help me through it. My daughter was one, my son, they all were in my corner as encouraged me to keep going, because it was rough. It's not easy because Dr. Toby didn't mention this, but I hadn't been taking anything for a month, and I had to decide whether I was going to do this or fall. So I decided that in my head, now no noise, it was a little bit now, it was a little bit of noise saying, eat snacks, do this. But I had to think about whether I wanted my numbers to come back and my blood work better or worse. So I was shooting for the better. So if you're out there and you're going through this and you need some support, please, we're starting something as women, as Black women or any other race. We're here to help, help you to sustain that that healthy balance, not, a healthy balance. Because I think that's what it takes. It takes it's a balance, and it's a process.
Right.
So
absolutely. And I love that you say that, because it's really important to know that you're not alone on this journey.
Right.
There's people that have been on this journey and they have succeeded.
Yes.
Right. Although it's not a journey that doesn't come without challenges, right? There's always challenges. There's always setbacks, right? Mm-hmm. You have moments where you binge eat and you fall and you miss a day of your diet and you're not consistent. You don't exercise. You don't drink your water like you're supposed to, right? But it's not really about the setback. It's how do you move on from the setback, and how does that affect your progress, right?
And it's a process, like I said, it's a process. And one more other thing of advice, if I could give another piece of advice, pray on it and keep a lot of the stuff sometimes with the journey you're ready to start. Sometimes keep that to yourself and process it to yourself, because the more people you involve, the more naysayers or whoever you may get. So try to keep it to yourself in the sense that you're concentrating and you're praying on the next steps that you want for you and not for everybody else, because that's what I did. I had to say in my head, I have Dr. Toby in my corner, which is the number one person. And like I said, my daughter and my son really are my cheerleaders, but I had to kind of limit the information that was given out because of I had to go through the process. Like I mentioned before, it's a process. And one of those processes is believing in yourself without having all that noise in the background saying this or saying that or this. So, but if we have each other, which I'm hoping there are people who need us and want to, talk. We're here. I want to be there for someone else because Dr. Toby helped me. So I want to give back to someone else and help them as well, because you will need that. You will need the sisterhood or brotherhood or all of us together to actually go through this journey. Like I said, it's not easy, but it can be done.
Absolutely.
It can be done.
Absolutely.
I appreciate you, Dr. Toby, for helping me.
Absolutely.
I really do.
And I really love that you said that to have people that you're accountable to, but also keeping your circle small.
Yes.
And keeping that outside noise away, because it really sometimes can be a distractor, because there's too many people watching your journey and trying to, distract you and not, take away from the process. Keeping that circle small and also being accountable to somebody to help you to get through the process. I think it's really important. So you've heard it from Miss C. We are hoping to support people out there on their journey, and we'll be having series as we go on. We'll be coming on. Please, if you have any questions, if you have, anything that you would really like to know about the process, we're really, really here to help you, to support you. And we'll have live sessions too, where we'll log in and you can ask your questions live. But for now, please go ahead and send me a DM with all your questions and email me. I'll put my email and my contact and Macy's contact also in the comment section. And you can send us any questions that you have, and we're here to help you, to support you, and to know that you are not alone on this journey. And we are here coming from a professional who is supporting people and coming from someone who has experienced the journey. We are here to support you and help you through your journey as well. So let us know if you have any questions. We look forward to, supporting you on this journey as well.
And thank you for listening.
Absolutely.
We got you.
All right. Thank you. Catch you soon.